What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, today, man, shout out to that boy 40 Shams, man. Yeah, you haven't posted a video in a minute. I mean, but you got some good content for sure. For sure, got some good content, man. I can't lie. I can't lie, but I definitely got some good content. I like the way he break down things and speak in depth. And the title of the video is "The Solution to the YN Epidemic." Yes, we'll see what the brother have to say. We'll speak on it, give our 2 piece, and let's get into it. Let's go.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the offense of capital murder. Excuse me, no. No, out of the courtroom. Out of the courtroom now. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, guilty of the lesser included offense of murder.
Whoa, I thought you said not guilty. Hold on. Did I hear the wrong thing? Hold on.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, not guilty of the
Okay. I thought I heard wrong. I know I heard not guilty.
Offense of capital murder. Excuse me, no. No, out of the courtroom. Out of the courtroom now. We, the jury, find the defendant, Tamar McIntyre, guilty of the lesser included offense of murder.
I think it's about time we...
That's tough, bro. Oh, man. Bro, I know he felt good in his soul when she said not guilty. She just said guilty. I know that he just died inside.
Admit it, man. The streets are dead. The YN lifestyle is dead. TK's case has been going on for almost 10 years. Since I was in middle school, bruh, this guy has been going through this case. He was like the OG YN, and he just got sentenced to 80 years. And I mean, it's pretty obvious that the justice system was trying to use TK to set an example, but I think in general, the justice system is just done playing with these YNs. The police and the courts are out here moving like a mob. They're damn near antagonizing people at this point.
Yo, he look ready. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't put nothing in my phone. Don't put nothing in my face. Don't put nothing in my face.
All right, brothers. Have a good night. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all?
Nah. Yo, he threw up his gang sign in front of him like, yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, nah, the police ain't playing no games with them boys. That's all we need.
You cannot tell me that that's what you expect of your typical criminal police officer interaction. That clip looked to me like I was looking at two different mobs, two different gangs, and they were beefing with each other, and one just happened to be wearing a badge. And the thing is, this antagonizing behavior isn't only happening on the streets with police, it's also happening in the courtrooms.
Curry is the fifth of 5 YBC members, which stands for Young Bag Chasers.
The new name is You've Been Charged. And the newer name is You've Been Convicted.
But can you really blame the law at this point? Because after seeing clips like this of YNs chasing cops,
we chasing them! We chasing y'all! You know what I'm saying?
Like what? What in the mental space would make you do such a thing? It truly saddens me that, we see this level of poor behavior within the young men. No respect, no integrity. And first, no self-respect. But it saddens me to see such a thing. Sad.
or clips like this of judges getting attacked in their courtroom. After seeing clips like those, I'm not surprised that the law is moving the way it is. They're damn near operating from a place of survival at this point. Man, them YNs are giving them hell. But see, that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're here to talk about the solution to the YN epidemic. Because whether people like to admit it or not, YNs are these young, energetic, misguided youth who are in large part a product of their environment. Now, I know in the past I've made the argument that your environment doesn't completely define you and you shouldn't let it determine your future, but I'm also not going to deny that it plays a huge role in shaping you into who you are. And real quick, I'd like to say rest in peace to Kyron Lacey. He recently unalived himself. I've mentioned him in a couple couple of my videos because he's someone who a lot of people might refer to as a YN, especially considering his upbringing. I truly wish that he could have made it to the NFL, and I'm sad to see that this is how his story ends. See, YNs can be described, summed up by
taking a life could be the weakest thing you could ever do. No matter how difficult life gets, you can always get out of what you're in. And we all go through a difficult patch in life. Does that mean we take our lives? You see, a lot of us are very, very selfish. When our parents went through hell, our parents went through hell, our parents' parents went through hell, and their parents' went through hell, but they never killed themselves. They never ended all. They stuck by it, go through the hard time, and now they live a better life. And you have an even better life, but you would take your life. It just shows me that a lot of you are not appreciative for what people do for you. And that's why you'll suffer badly. Sad to see.
4 words. Black, obviously, young, energetic, and misguided. Now, being young, energetic, and misguided might be the worst combination ever. It's literally a recipe for disaster. But see, all it takes to turn that around is to change one word, misguided. Because if someone would take the time and put in the effort to guide these young men outside of just sports, actually giving them holistic guidance in their faith, education, and yes, sports included, then we'd have well-rounded individuals who can withstand.
But where is the father? That is what we need to ask. Where is the dad? People, a lot of the problems is the father not in the house with the son to teach him. Son, this is wrong. This is wrong from right. This is right from wrong. You were doing this. No, we don't know. We pull him back. We don't want him going down that road. Because it is a road of destruction. It will kill the young man. Well, you pull him back out of it. No, take that road right here. That's how you lead him. Lack of guidance. There's nobody guiding him into the road where he will be prosperous, where he will do something good with his life, where he will have a good job, he will buy a house, be a good man, be a good father, be a good husband, be a good son. We don't have that. Who's teaching them that? There's nobody to teach them that. The mother cannot teach them that. Because the mom doesn't even have control over him. Or the mom can't even say nothing to him. So how do you expect him to know right from wrong? He's just going off what he see in the environment. There's nobody to lead him and say, no. I understand that you see that in the environment, but that's unacceptable. We don't do that. Our family's better than that. And that's the problem. That is it right there. That is the problem right there. Tough.
Adversity. A lot of times when it pertains to young black boys, nobody wants to give guidance unless it's sports related. Like, yes, a lot of us might be athletically gifted, but that doesn't mean raise us to be these machines who only know how to play a sport. Brief intermission. I'm trying to get to 100K subs, so I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe on this channel and on my reaction channel, 4D Shams Live. Also, join my Discord and follow me on Instagram. Love y'all. That's a huge part of the reason why you have these young men in the NBA who are living such hedonistic lifestyles. It's so obvious to see that outside of playing their sport, a lot of these superstar athletes are immature mentally. And I hate to use him as an example, and I'm in no way making fun of what happened, but for example, with someone like Kyron Lacey who unalived himself because he lost the opportunity to play football due to an accident. The reason it even got to that point is because he didn't have a sense of identity outside of football. Now look, of course I wasn't in his shoes, so of course I can't speak for him, but I would like to think that if he had a stronger sense of self outside of just football, you know, in himself, in his faith, then he would have had something to fall back on even in those dark moments where he felt like he lost football forever. But my intention behind bringing up that example is to say that we need to invest more into these young men, because outside of them being misguided, they're literally perfect. They're the future. All the change that we want to see can literally happen through them if we just invest in them instead of fearing them. And I hate that this is the current reality, but it seems that the situation is getting even worse, because now instead of just labeling YNs, any and every young black man is being labeled a YN. The term is being used loosely. A black man gets a job.
You don't? Okay, yes ma'am, great. Because, yeah, it shows us in our system that your warranty is either expired or about to expire, so we're giving you a courtesy call to go over your options.
About how many miles do you have on this Ford Escape?
A black man joins the army.
You know, you have to understand that the people who allow these things to get out there, are they doing it on purpose? You know, they put in these things in front of you so you can be more accepting of it. You don't have to be, but you're gonna accept it because it's in your face every single day. And you can't really get rid of it because now every time you go on social media, that's what you will see. And that's the problem right there. And you can't control that at all. That's the thing.
A black kid likes science. A black kid looking studious. A black kid practicing martial arts.
It's so funny.
Aside from the fact that white people low-key found a loophole to use the N-word, it is extremely harmful to label every young black man a YN. Because it's sending the message that no matter how much we progress, whether we got on a suit and tie with all the medals and the accolades or the degrees, no matter how much we progress, at the end of the day, we're always gonna be those same YNs.
Understand that these people never truly care about you. They will never care about you. They will just tolerate you. Because they have no choice. They just would. If they truly wanted to get rid of you, they could. But they just rather just tolerate you for now. Because you're not all that important to them. So that's why.
At our core, all we are thugs and hoodlums. And at any moment, we could just flip a switch and become super violent and ghetto. Any sense of professionalism that we exude is just a facade, it's just the act that we're putting up to disguise, to fake, to hide what we really are. That's the type of message that sends. Now, I'd like to shout out Deontay Cobb because he inspired a big part of this video, especially with this clip right here.
We be acting like we scared these young. These are the chosen ones, bro. These kids are fearless, bro. I seen a video, 2 young niggas trying to get chased by the police. They wouldn't chase them. They started chasing the police, and the police were trying to get away. Now think about this. When you was growing up, your parents was talking mess, family business, church, talking God. So subconsciously, we millennials, we got that little fear in us. We don't want to go against God, right? Now think about the elder millennials who born in 86 who got like 16, 17-year-olds now. What you in the house talking about? Fuck the government. Fuck the education system. I'm finna get a homestead. I'm finna get off grid. I'm finna buy black. You shop black. Everything is anti-establishment. We putting this in their heads. Fuck the police. Then Trayvon happened. And we really on some fuck the police shit. These young niggas don't care. They the chosen ones. We need to stop being scared of these young niggas and embrace them. These is warriors, bro. These kids with a warrior spirit, they don't fear shit. But if we fear them and criticize them, all of that potential, this system that y'all always talking about fighting, they got the potential to fight it. They the ones. They are babies. Let these young niggas be free, because if we don't redirect that energy,
they're the most fearless generation we ever had. They're just misguided.
That's what I'm saying. Now I'm saying, but if we scared of them and we criticizing them, check them young nigga, man. Check them. But show them some love, because if they keep directing the energy at each other, it ain't gonna be none of them left. You gotta start embracing. When you see a group of 5 with shiesty mask on, them your people. Go embrace them. Don't be scared of them, because if you scared of them, think about what the rest of the world think. They already scared of us in general. Feed them young man. Show them some love.
They hungry for knowledge.
They hungry for knowledge. If you're not gonna stop and talk, because they already get it. The school ain't gonna teach them shit. Look at what their parents going through. Their parents can't afford a home. Out here on TikTok shop, out here trying to slang, hustle, trying to grind, trying to get several streams of income, because just having a job ain't enough. They taking Social Security. They trying to raise the retirement age. These know ain't nothing in this world. I ain't finna be no slave to this shit. And it's not even about going to prison no more. They ain't killing over money. They would rather die. They don't give a fuck about dying. That's powerful.
And my message to all the YNs, because I know you guys watch these videos and you guys DM me on Instagram, I just want to let you know that the streets are dead. It's only getting deadlier and more ruthless.
LeAndre Sylvester was released from jail Saturday night and was targeted, fatally shot right outside the Cook County Jail. Police say there were 59 shell casings on scene. 2 women were also wounded.
I'm trying to slide, hop out, we bust. Big boy Glock, no, he might kick down your doors.
A lot of these hard-bodied, too tough type of guys are broke and work at fast food jobs, and they have more ops than zeros in their bank accounts.
Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. What's up? What's up, cuz? What's all that shit you was talking, cuz? Don't touch.
And even more of these thugs,
He got that shit on him at work. Oh, he ready to die. He ready to die, ready to kill somebody too.
these gangsters aren't who they portray themselves to be.
I'm on there on set, now I do my own shit, bro. Try that shit. Come on. My man, I done talked to the big homies and all that, bro.
Now, glowing up, down.
What was that? I don't know. What kind of creature was that? I don't know. I never seen such a creature in my life. Dirty animal.
Come on. My man, I done talked to the big homies and all that, bro.
Now, glowing up, down low. I don't care what y'all say about me. Y'all can say I'm sweet all you want. I don't care, twin. But you ain't never gonna catch me laid up with no dude.
Oh my goodness. What is this? No. All that shit you was just talking. What is this right now? Oh, that's a foul animal right there. A dirty one.
And on top of that, people are getting backdoored like every other day. And this is a follow-up clip that Deontay Kyle posted after his previous clip about changing the narrative on YNs went viral.
The conversations that we've created in this space alone have changed the minds of thousands of people. We single-handedly turned the YN narrative upside down. We single-handedly did that by employing empathy, by looking at those young men and seeing ourselves. I don't want to hear YN. Don't say that shit now.
Yeah. This whole like calling, it's this whole thing calling another brother YN or calling him twin or all this nonsense, this name calling we do. Do not call me that. Do not. I'm not your twin. Right? I'm not no YN. None of that. Cut that shit out. Don't call me that goddamn dumbass shit, man. Approach me with respect, brother. That's it. That's the only thing. Yeah, don't even call me brother. I don't want to be brothers to a lot of y'all boys anyway. And I'm saying, call me by my name. That's it, bro. I mean, for all this extra name, no. Call me by my name. Address me as I address you. Thank you very much.
Take it out of your vocabulary. Because just like woke and DEI, it's another way to call you a. You can be 17 years old, valedictorian, with all the ropes, all the decorations. It's valedictorian of the school. Oh, the YN's in education now. That's how you sound. Like that's what y'all would say. And you allow these people to trick you and to make fun of you, and then you adopt it and try to hee and ha ha. Everything ain't goddamn funny. Everything ain't funny. I don't find that shit funny.
You see, a lot of people don't take life too serious, and they will always say, "Why are you always serious? You're too serious. Have fun sometimes." Life is not a game, people. When do you ever see life like as a game? Understand me, you have to take life serious because life in itself is not to play. It is not. Yes, we can have fun as we go. Absolutely. But understand that life in itself will always be serious. It's not a game to take for granted. Because if you waste time, life will show you how much or how ruthless it is, how dark it is. It's not going to play with you. So understand that you must be serious about life. You can have fun, but always remember, the main goal, you got to stick to it.
As soon as you see a black man and he young, you can tell he a young teenager or young 20s, you want to call him a YN. Stop that, man. Don't let them trick you into villainizing yourself. Because what do you think they think when they hear YN? In their mind, they got a villainous teenager out of Chicago or Philadelphia with a ski mask on, ready to kill each other. That's what they think when they hear YN. Stop saying that.
If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for me. And if you want to join the 4D fam and be a part of 4D World, go ahead and join my Discord channel. And if you didn't know, your boy definitely knows how to put that shit on, so go ahead and follow my Instagram. I'm gonna be dropping heat on there very soon. All links are in the description below. Again, I appreciate y'all for watching, and yo gang, can you like subscribe to my reaction channel?
Shut up, bro. Hey, shout out there. I'll definitely check it out. But listen, man. Don't put yourself with the crowd. The crowd of people will not always get you where you want to be. Be who you are. Be yourself. You show people who you truly are. So then they have to figure out who you are as time goes on. So that's why you must always be honest with who you are. You tell people, hey, that's who I am. You present yourself as you are, for who you are. Not what you want others to see or want them to believe about you. That's one thing I'll never do. I'll never bow down and try to make somebody else happy just because they don't want to accept who I am. If you don't accept who I am, guess what? The door is right there. You don't have to deal with me at all. You don't have to call me. You don't have to talk to me at all. You know, because life is moving forward. I can backtrack and move backwards. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.